Hey, what's up, guys? Waspman, yeah, I saw the. Oops, I am bumping that camera with the microphone boom thing. I thought I had this all fixed. Waspman, what's up, dude? So yeah, I saw that PA announcement. Very cool, very nice. Let's see here. So what we're gonna be doing today, we're gonna be creating a planet. I just need to drink some water real quick. We're gonna be creating a planet, and I'm good. Sorry, no, you're good, man. So yeah, we're gonna be creating a planet. I'm feeling like a blue planet. I've been wanting to create like a bluish planet, with some interesting textures to it. Kind of a water world, perhaps. Or maybe if we move away from water, maybe like a planet made of like pure sapphire or something like that. Sapphire and rock. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. That's what I'm feeling. It's been a while since we've done one of these, so I'm excited. Let me switch over here. And this should allow you guys to see what I am seeing here. Yep, looks good. One other thing, let's see here. Are we gonna do that today? Are we gonna record anything? I don't think we are. Let's just work with what we got, eh? Alright. I was thinking about recording today, but since there's music playing, I don't think I will. So I'll probably just do something else off camera. Let's see here. Alright, so let's get started. So with these planets, of course, we start with black backgrounds because space. It's the final frontier. The next thing we need to do, we need to collect some textures. Let me real quick, let me go through my files here. Let me move this off camera real quick because I don't want to show off all my files. Let's see here. But I do have some textures that I need to get to. Let me bring those up and then I'll bring that back in here. So textures. Let's see here. We do have a water texture here. I don't think that's the effect that I want to go for. So let's try something else here. I have foliage here. I lost most of my textures when I changed or got a new computer, so those are kind of all gone now. Darn it. That's alright, so we'll just, we'll have a backup plan here. So what we'll do, there's this website that I like. It's called, pexels.com. I already had it pulled up. I was thinking about pulling up some, like, maybe this one. This one might work, actually. This one could make, like, a cool sapphire texture. So we'll copy this image. Let's paste it here. Not Bob Ross. What you doing, Bob Ross? Silly Bob. Alright, so what we'll just do is we'll just download that. And I'll put that onto my computer. There we go. Let me click out of that. So let me see if there's a coral here. So, Waspman, what are you most excited about that planetary annihilation update? I saw some of you were excited about the amphibious unit cannons. Let's see here. So I'm looking for a coral picture. Looking from the top of the, oh, kind of like this. In fact, that's really close to what I'm looking for. Would that work, actually? That could actually very possibly work for us. Let's go ahead and download that. I know there's like a submarine in there, but it's something we can fix. Oh, look at that mask. Gosh darn it, just floating in the ocean. I hope they just didn't take a picture of that and leave. And at least pick it up. Let's see here. Would that work? Is that what I'm looking for? No, it's too much land mass. I don't really want that. So what I'm looking for something, maybe something like these rocks would be nice. Maybe a more clear picture. Let's see. Oh, that's a little bit closer. There's people in it, but this is the kind of texture I'm looking for. Something like this. No, let's download it. We'll see if we can use it. Let's see here. Check a few other ones here. If there's anything else that we could possibly use. Oh, perfect. That is gorgeous. Let's grab that. That is what I was looking for. If they can find like maybe 2 more of those. Just like that. That one's actually not bad either. This one's not bad either. I mean, there's a turtle in it. Again, these are easy to edit out. Did that one I don't think worked. Oh, it did. There we go. Okay. Must have been a big file. I need one more like that one that we just saw here. That one's close, but that boat's too big. It's going to remove too many textures. Let's see here. Those are not bad. Oh, hey, hello. That one. Not too shabby. I like this. This is a little closer to what I'm looking for. Again, well, there's boats in there, but that shouldn't be too big of a problem. I know it says donate as well. I would love to donate, but since we're live, I'm not going to. Yo, MT0, what's up, dude? More Blue Nebula shenanigans. Leave the turtle. Oh, man. Wasn't there... Oh, shoot, that's right. There's a thing about turtles on this channel now, right? Some sea turtle abuse. Let's see here. We had to eat the turtle for survival. We had to do it. Let's see here. That one's close. I think there's just too many people in this one. I don't feel like editing these people out. Turtle and crab combat. Hey, Kazmataz, welcome to the channel, bro. Welcome, welcome. Yes, so, just to catch up, so a long time ago, we were playing this game called The Forest, and, I killed a turtle. And apparently, nobody wanted me to kill the turtle, and I didn't know that as I killed the turtle, so... People don't like turtle death on this channel, apparently, so... That's okay! We're not killing any turtles today. Let's see here. I just need one more good coral one. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! That's it. Oh, beautiful. That's what we want. That's what I'm looking for. Let's grab these ones. Download. I'll move that over here. And I'm gonna grab that other texture too. That other angle. Just in case the other one's better. For what we need it for. So... We got a couple, I think that's a couple good ones here that we... I think that's it. I don't think we need anything else. Oh, those are actually not bad. Probably too close up, but I like them. You can probably use it for something else. Randy has a thirst for turtle blood, just a running joke. That is true. Let's see here. Casper says, what's up? Dude, not much, my dude, not much. I am just here. Normally we play games, but today I was really feeling of creating a planet today, so... If any of you guys have any scientific information on how to make a good planet, this is the place to do it. Right now we're just looking for textures, and then we'll move on to making our planet. But I think we got everything I need now. Let me move this out of the way here, and we're gonna move over... let's see here. I want to show you guys. So these are the textures that we got. So we got this one. This one could make for some interesting, like, crack kind of textures. Cracking. This one, oh, it's not a submarine, they're boats. This one, I like these little dots here, which will be really nice for, just some interesting textures on our planet. Again, this one looked interesting to me. We'll just have to get these people out of there. Same thing, I like this bottom right here. I thought this looked nice. It keeps him young. Yep. It's better than unicorn blood. I'll tell you what, because there's none of the side effects. But keeps you looking good. Keeps you fresh, you know? There's the turtle. I thought this looked interesting. I like this water here background. Well, not even background, it's just kind of like, I guess it is the background. This one is the only one we will not be using today. I'll use that for another project, but it won't work here. So, we'll be working on this instead. Alright, so I think what we'll do, let's get a base. I think this will be the best base for now. So with our Photoshop, let's go to desktop, Photoshop tools, textures, water. I lost most of my cool textures when I got the new computer. Alright. So we're gonna wait for all those tabs to open up. Just give it a second here. There we go. This one I'm really excited about. That's a cool texture, and I'm really excited to test that one out. This looks good. I like this one a lot. Ooh, actually, let's zoom up on that. Bro, those rocks. Oh, there's a filter on this. I can see it. Someone put a filter on it. We'll have to be careful about this one then. Darn it. It still might be usable. It's just, someone added a filter probably to smooth it up a little bit. Boss man, looks like chicken. Dude, you must be hungry. That beach looks just like chicken. Yum, yum. Let's see here. Alright, so I'm going to use this one as the base. So we're going to just copy this over to our little area here. Woo, that is a big texture. Alright, so we're going to shrink this down a little bit. So, don't worry, we won't be killing the turtle today. I do want that texture, though, if I can talk. So what I'm liking about this is this gradient. See this gradient here? I like that. I like this gradient. It's very nice. Let's see here. We're gonna keep it like that for now, but I like... Actually, hold on. I'm gonna keep it to the actual size real quick, and then I'm gonna shrink it this way. Now, those of you that have seen me how I create these planets, you know what I'm doing right now. So I'm just creating the texture right now. It's gonna be a flat texture, but when we're done with what we want to do with it, we're gonna round it out. But right now, we're just creating the map, if you will. You're fasting. Oh, that would do it. That would do it. No wonder you're hungry. Alright, so the next one I want to do, I do want to add some other textures to this. This was one of them. Let's see here. Let's copy you. Let's put this on a new layer. So that one's a much smaller picture. But that's okay. That's good. What we'll do, spot healing brush, we're going to get rid of these boats. So we're going to use the magic of artificial intelligence and algorithms to get rid of these boats here for us, because we don't want them. Let's get rid of that shadow too. There's a shadow that the boat's casting, and I think that's everything. So we'll go ahead and let that do its magic. There we go. It didn't quite do it perfectly, but I'm okay with it. We'll just kind of go around like this and kind of fix some of the lines that it did. There we go. And there's a few, like, wires and stuff that the boat's left behind. There's some fish. Oh, no, those are anchors, I think. Yeah, let's get rid of the anchors. I don't want the anchors in there. Get rid of those. We'll get rid of that part. It looks a little bit too algorithm-y, if you know what I mean. Okay, so we'll just kind of paint and touch some of this stuff up. There we go. Okay. That should, for the most part, doesn't look too bad. So, I wish I can bring in some of the blue. There we go. It looks a little green right here. Like something disturbed the environment, and now there's a green patch there. Just looks greener than the rest of it. That's okay. I am happy with it, though. I like this. I'm gonna turn it around like this, though. Let's see here. And then we're going to... man, I hate to enlarge it, but I think we're gonna have to with this one. We should have plenty of pixels to work with. It shouldn't mess with the quality too much. And we're gonna play with some of the blend layers here. Ooh, here we go. That's not too bad. I like that one. Let's see here. That one's a little too dark. We can always lighten it up, but it's not bad still. I kind of wanted it to be a little darker. I mean, excuse me, a little lighter. These little textures here. Because they're too dark for me. Oh, whoa, hello. Look at that. Now that's interesting. I like this. So, in a blue world with a kind of a red glaze going across it. What do you guys think about that? That's nice. We'll probably mess with a few more textures, but I like this a lot. See if I merge that down. Will it keep that texture? Yes, it will. Yes, it will. I love it. I love that a lot. Let me take a look at what other textures we have here that I wanted to add to this planet. I was looking at these rocks. I just have a few concerns with the rocks. There's some people on there too, I just noticed that. It's just that filter, I'm not sure if it's gonna work. It might be okay, it might be alright. It looks fine from far away, it looks just like a photograph. It's zooming up is the problem. So we can't mess with its quality too much. Let's take a look here. Which one do I like more? Oh yeah, this is better. I like this one more. For what we're going for. So let's add another layer. We're gonna throw that on here, and we're gonna see what we can do with this. And see what textures we can work out of it. If we can't do anything with it, then we won't do anything with it, but... And I also like the lighting on this picture, because if you notice the water here, it lightens up on this side and darkens over here, which works perfectly with the gradient of our planet currently. It's darker down here, but lighter up there. So, it works very nicely. Which means, though, we're going to have to expand this, which might lose some quality in the pixels. Let's go ahead and start mixing some of these up and see what we get out of it. It might... I don't think we're gonna get the nice textures I was kind of hoping for on that. Oh, that's different. I don't like that. I don't really like it. Nah. So we're gonna get rid of that layer there. This is awesome. This right there. This looks incredible. This is a cool planet already. Let's see here. We might be able to do something with this. And also maybe something with this other one. Wherever it went. That one. We can probably do something with that one, actually. Let's try that. We'll do this. I want some of those textures with the underwater rocks. So something like this. And if you guys have any input, let me know. But right now, nobody's saying anything, so I'm just gonna go ahead and keep designing it this way. There we go. So we got rid of the boat people. I'm just gonna kind of get rid of their shadow real quick. Some duplicate patterns over here. Get rid of those. There we go. There's one more duplicate in there. There we go. I don't see any repeating pixels anywhere. That looks good to me. No repeating pixels over here. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, perfect. If my eye can't see where the boat was, which it was right there, I guess I can kind of see it, but it's not a big deal. If you didn't know it was there, you wouldn't know it was there. So, we're gonna keep it like that. Let's see here. So let's go ahead and blend it. We might have to lighten this up. Oh, look at that texture. Ooh. That adds some more depth to the red layer, or to the red textures on this. I like that. That's not bad. It would have to be lit up a bit. But I like it. I like it. Maybe we'll make that. Ooh, here we go. That's not bad. That's not bad at all, actually. I like it a lot. That's probably not as overpowering here. Lots of different options here for our planet. This one, one of these was really good. Which one was it? I think it's this one. We would have to clean it up a little bit. Some of these textures get a little bit harsh, but we can light it up. In fact, I'm gonna duplicate these. No. I'm gonna make my own layer here, and then we're gonna make another layer with this one here. So these ones you can't see, but this one you can. We're gonna merge these together. So merge the layers, and we're gonna go to our adjustment tool, brightness and contrast, and let's see, let's light up this planet a little bit. It's a little too dark. Add a little bit of contrast, not too much, but I do want some of these textures here to pop. Maybe bright light, bring that down just a bit. Just kind of test out some of these other options here. It's just this one right here. We'll have to make it a little less harsh, because it's a little bit too much there. But I like this. I'm really liking this part of the planet. The other thing I was thinking, because of a previous planet that we've created in the past, let me bring that up real quick. I don't want to recreate the old one too closely. Let's go to our, let's see here, Chronos collection. There's an ice planet here. I just want to make sure we don't mimic it too much. So this is a planet that we did a long time ago, but no, that looks pretty different. Maybe I was feeling a blue planet, but it looks a little too similar to this one. I don't want to copy it, you know what I mean? But there's plenty of red here. The textures are pretty different. This one's like ice and cracked canyons and everything. This is like this is something else, more opaly. More of an opaly planet. Alright. So let's take a sample here. I'm gonna hold the shift key and kind of get a good chunk of planet right there. There we go. Control Shift I. We're deleting this. Control Shift I again. We're just gonna select all of the pixels. Oh, wait. We gotta crop. Crop that. LeBlanc. Alright, so there we go. That is a planet. A flat one, but it is a planet. Let's put that in the center just for now. And we're gonna sphereize this thing. So we're gonna go down here to distort. Sphereize. And we're gonna go with 100%. Okay. And we're gonna do it one more time. So render. Nope. Sphereize. Or no, I'm saying distort. And then we're gonna do a 50% for this one. Let me take a look what that looks like. Yeah, I think 50% is where we want to be with this one. Looks a lot more like a planet. Okay, there we go. Looks good. Alrighty. Alright, so what we'll do next, we're gonna shrink this guy. And I was also thinking, maybe have the planet out this way? Maybe. I'm not quite sure if I'm sold on this angle just yet. But, what else can we do to make this planet unique? So far it looks nice though. I mean, I like it. Some of these textures got a little bit harsher than I pictured. And then I also just want to try something real quick. I just want to mess around a bit with the hues. Check out some different colors here. Alright, so we'll put that on 0. Let's up the saturation just a little bit. Not too much, though. Too much, and we end up with this. Which looks interesting, but I don't like it. Just a small amount, just to get that. Let's see here, we'll go back to 0 real quick. I just want to see. It's almost glowing. It's like a neon-ish planet. I don't know. Well, let me think about it for a second. I'm gonna get it back to that size, just so we can keep the quality for a moment as we change things here. Let's go back to adjustments, contrast. Just gonna add a little bit more, not by much, but just a tiny bit. Okay. The next thing I want to do, go back to that saturation. I'm gonna up it by like 12. There we go. So there's our planet. I'm trying to think here. Since this is kind of like a water world, at least that's kind of what I was going for. It's gonna need an atmosphere. I'm just kind of looking at some of these textures up close, see if there's anything that we can do. Let's see here. I do think we can do some extra stuff to this. So, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to our smudge tool. We're going to increase the hardness to maybe like a 60? Or the strength, I should say. No, hardness is at 60, strength. Let's bring that to a 65. Kind of test that out for a second. Okay, no, that needs to be a lot higher. Alright, so we're gonna bring the strength up to maybe an 85. And let's see what that does for us here. Okay. Kind of getting there. Not quite. Let's do 95. I just don't want 100% because... Let's see here. That might work. Ah, man, we might have to do all for the full 90. Full 99. No, 99's too much. Somewhere in here is the sweet spot. So 95 is too little. Let's try 97. That one... almost too much as well. We might have to up the hardness on this. No. Lower the hardness. I don't know, maybe 96 might be the sweet spot. 97 is still too much. We'll do 96. Yeah, I think 96 will have to be the sweet spot. Alright. So, I noticed there's a little crack right here. So I kind of want this river to follow it. Kind of like that. Let's see here. Get up a little bit closer here and kind of help that river along. We'll call it the Grand... I don't know. The Grand something river. If you guys want, you can name it. Name the river. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of that one, actually. I didn't like it. Okay. We're gonna help that water along a little bit more. There we go. Maybe it can, like, feed into another lake. I see a little bit of water right here. Gonna help that along there. Okay, I'm actually gonna bring that down to 95. I think that 96 is actually too strong. Okay. So I'm just sampling some just blue colors here, and I'm just kind of pulling it down. Alright, I think that's good. Let's get another one coming out this way. So I like this lake. That looks good. Those can stay the way they are there. Those look just kind of like ponds almost. Let's see here. I'm gonna increase the brush size. And we're gonna look for another opportunity to make a river. So we got one right here. We can kind of make... Okay. Let's kind of back up a little bit. See what that looks like from space. Okay, not bad, not bad. We can still do more. Let's see here. I just kind of want to add some different textures here. Let's see here. What we got here? We got a little bit of a world on this side. We can try to liven this area up a little bit more. There we go. We're just painting along the planet, working with its curvature. Okay, let's try that from space. That doesn't look too bad. Let's see here. What else? Anybody else around here that would like to be a river? Okay. So I'm just adding textures real quick. I'm just kind of making this look cool. Alright. And if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Let's try a big river. Let's see what that does for us. It's just a ginormous river. Be the biggest river on the planet. Okay. And, let's see here. Maybe some of this can kind of work its way over to this lake. And we can blend that later. I'm making it worse. Let's see here. I would have to zoom up on that one. Fix that river. Looks like it's got a lot of, particulates going through there. Alright, let's see here. I think that looks good. I'm okay with that. So the next one here, I want to do the color replacement tool. And we're going to do some green here. Dark greens. Just to show there's a little bit of life in this place. It's a little bit too sterile for my taste, for what I'm going for here. Plus it'll kind of liven it up a little bit. Let's bring down the tolerance, it's a little too high. It'll liven it up a little bit because the other planet has some similar colors, and I don't want it to be too similar. Oh, here we go, perfect. Okay, so 25 is the magic number for this one. Okay, so we'll add some green around here. I'm gonna add some green in some of these areas. I think I'm gonna actually darken that green a little bit. If I can get that green just a little darker. There we go, beautiful. Alright, so that's what I'm going for. We'll add some green patches around here. Oh, I just colored the river green, my bad, might be. I did want to get parts of that river green, or like the shoreline green, just to show that life kind of clings on to the river here. Hardness, 0 spacing. Okay, that looks good. Let's get a little bit of green over here on this side. A little green. That way you can show that there's a happy little world here. It's kind of like a primordial world. This is what I'm kind of getting. Some primordial world vibes here. Not quite super developed, but, you know, you got some algae kind of growing. Let's take a look at from space here. How is that looking so far? It looks good. I think it's looking nice. Kind of want to add a few more patches here. Maybe in the dark spots. There we go. There we go. So we're starting to see a little bit of life coming to this planet. Literally. So, I like this. I like this. Okay, I think that's enough. I don't think I want to add too much green to it. But this does add some texture and helps with those harsh edges here to show that, you know, there's some life happening here. Because I noticed some of these edges are a little bit harsh. Just a tad bit, but not too bad. I do want to add maybe like a lighter version of that orange soil or red soil, just to make it so it's just not the same kind of material across the whole world. Even though this planet is kind of like a, I don't know. It's made out of whatever this red stuff is. Maybe it's rusted like Mars or something. All right, so there we go. I like that. I like that. The next one I kind of want to do, I just wanted to, I'm gonna go back to that smudge tool, And we're gonna lower the hardness, and we're gonna lower the strength by a lot, like down to 10%. I'm just gonna kind of fix up a few of the little harsher textures here. Maybe a little higher than that. Let's try 20. Nope, we're gonna have to go a little higher. Let's try 30, maybe? Okay, yeah, 30. That's the one. That is the number I'm looking for here. So let's just fix a few of these harsher ones right here. These harsher lines that I'm seeing. Alrighty. So that's looking good. Just wanna smooth some of these over. Some of these ones I'd like to see smoothed out a little bit more. We'll smooth it out some more here in a second, but we can even throw a filter on here to try to smooth it out. We'll see. We'll see if I like it though. And sometimes the filters are a little. They take away more than they give. Kind of like that rock texture from that photograph. Had that filter on there. Like, it looked good from far away, but as soon as you zoom up on it, it like just takes too much out of it. From the rocks, at least. I was thinking about using those rocks, but they're not gonna work for me. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. See that? There's some damaged pixels right there. So we're gonna fix that up. There we go. And smooth those out. Don't need no harsh pixels around here. There we go. So, okay, we got some damaged ones down here. Let's see here. Let's just tidy that up. I feel like this 30 is too strong. Let's do 25. Yeah, let's see what that does for us. Now I want to go back to the 20. There we go. Oh, here we go. 20 is good. I like 20 for this area here. Let's see here. Let's just kind of smudge those pixels a bit because they are harsh. They are very harsh. Let's see here. This looks a little bit better. Oh, that's a kind of an interesting thing. Maybe we can add a volcano to this. It can be seen from space. That's an idea. Alright, so I don't want to work too much on that. That's going to be the dark side of the planet anyway. So it'll probably get covered up. I just want to get these lighter areas that will probably be seen still. Let's follow this perimeter. So I'm noticing damaged pixels along the perimeter of the planet. Okay. We'll just kind of follow it along up across the top there. Yeah. Fix those ones up as well. Oh, there's a couple of damaged pixels there too. We'll get those. There we go. Hey. Some of these ones need to be a little bit more tender. Here we go. Softer touch. And some of these are kind of cool. I like some of these lakes that kind of formed here. We'll have to make sure we preserve that. I want to keep that as best we can. We just want to fix those pixels from being so super harsh. Just kind of knocking out a few more of these. Just along the perimeter there. Okay. There are some harsh pixels along this area here I'm seeing. A lot more damaged. Let's see here. I'm gonna actually bring down the strength once again. Because this area does not need too much, but I am seeing like bigger swaths of the pixels that need some work here. Okay. There we go. Gonna knock some of those out. Looking good. I'm gonna bring this down even further. This part just needs a softer touch. Okay. There we go. That looks much better. Alright, so we'll fix up this river. And blend it in with this planet a little bit more. Make it look like it's one with the textures here. There we go. Oh, it's gonna look so nice. Very good, very good. Just our happy little border here on this planet. Alright. Well, let's take a look now. We're gonna zoom back out and see what this looks like. Oh yeah, that'd be a huge difference. Looks more planet-like already. You can see it on the edges here. Yes. Doesn't look so much like the pixels got damaged or smushed too much. That looks more natural. I am seeing a little bit down here. Yeah, there's a little spot here that needs a little bit of TLC. But not much. A little bit right there. Yeah, other than that, this guy looks good. Planet is looking good. Alright. So far so good. I like it. It's looking very natural, very ocean-like. Just like we wanted. Let's see here, because I did want a blue planet. Alright, so I'm just gonna duplicate it real quick. I want to play around with some filters. Let's see if I can smooth out some textures just a little bit more. You have to be careful with these filters though, because they can actually take away more than add to what you want. But I'm just looking for something to add brushstrokes. Let's try this one. Something just to make it look more smooth, more natural. Let's try Sumi. Nope. So far, I think the accented edges. Let's see here. That kind of smooths it out. That's kind of what that one person did to that photograph. Let's take away some of that edge brightness. And let's just bring it up right before we start seeing the white in those edges. And then it's the edge width. And let's increase the smoothness on that. Oh, this is probably too much. But then again, I mean, what we could do with this particular configurations, we can merge the two pictures to help blend the textures a little bit better. And bring down the edge down to like basically nothing. Let's see here. That should work. Let's increase that smoothness a little bit more. Let's just max it out, see what that does for us. So I don't know, that might actually work for us here. I'm noticing it. Let's try it. So we'll do this, and then what we'll do is we'll merge it with the picture we had below. I'm looking for something that kind of helps light it up. Maybe not that much, but something that just kind of makes the image more believable and not overpowering. Let's see here. The other thing we can try is just reversing the layers. That one kind of works. It's just so bright and dark at the same time. So you got that little continent over here. It's almost too dark. This one, kind of dark too. I don't know. Well, maybe we can try this, the screen, and we'll like lower the brightness on this, because that's the original. The original is darker. This one brings it up a little bit more without saturating the colors too much. Yeah, let's work with this. I'm okay with this one. So we'll keep those like that. We're gonna control T. The more I look at this though, the more I feel like it needs to be reversed. Like that. So yeah, we'll reverse it. I'm gonna shrink it just a bit. Just a teensy tiny bit. The next thing I want to do is let's start adding some atmosphere here. So we have two layers. These are both gonna work really well for us. Normally I have to have like a dark black layer, but since we have like a dark circle here and put it on screen mode, but since we have two planets, we don't need to do that. We can just work with the one. So the first one here is going to be the outer glow on the background planet. The background planet is going to be our base glow. I usually like to go with a blue if the planet is like a bluish color. There we go. And then I like this one to spread out a lot more. Kind of like that. Range is good. I'm going to bring down that spread just a bit. Guess the spread's as low as it gets now. Maybe if we bring down the opacity just a smidge. There we go. So I want this one to, the outer glow, to kind of stick out a little bit more. And you'll see why here in a second, but that's just like the base. It's like the underlying base layer. Since this planet is also showing through the other one, the upper layer, we can probably get away with an inner, not inner shadow, inner glow. Woo! Not like that, though. On the edges, again, we're gonna go with a blue. Let's see here, there we go. Probably a little bit brighter than that. There we go. Gonna lower that choke. Actually, I'm gonna increase the choke, but shrink the size. Something like that. Let's try normal. I'm just gonna try a couple of these different layers here. Okay. The more I look at this, though, I think we will have to make a black planet. Put it on screen because... No, let's just stick with the linear dodge. Because we do need to hide this outer glow on the back side of the planet, on the shadow. Because this is gonna have to be in the shadow. And then there would be no glow here. Unless we're looking at the planet on a very, like, full moon, if you will. Well, there's not really a crescent. Or maybe just, like, almost full moon, but just slightly darker on one part. Something like that. But we will have to make another planet. So what we'll do, we're just going to select the pixels here. And we're going to make a black one. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I want that on this layer. Perfect. And we're going to put this one on screen so it's invisible. I'm going to copy the layer style here. Paste it. Paste layer style. And then we're going to get rid of these layer styles. Put that one back on screen. There we go. Alright. There we go. So we have our planet. This black one here. This can hide this outer glow when we need it to. So we're going to put a mask here. We're not going to hide it just yet because we don't know where we're going to put our crescent. But it's going to be around here somewhere. Where this will be a little bit darker. So, yeah. So we'll do that. I am thinking almost like full blue moon with this one. Alright, full blue moon. Full moon. As far as this planet goes, just a slight shadow here. And then we'll go from there. I don't know what else to really add as far as the textures go, but we're gonna start working on the shadows and stuff. But yeah, so far so good, looking good. The next one I just wanted to do is make another black one here. Let's see here. Make a new layer. This will be on screen as well. Okay. So with this one, different. I just want it to be an outer glow. But this one's going to have a white color instead of the blue. So a little bit lighter like that. But much, much smaller. We're going to shrink it down. And then that'll give our atmosphere a little bit more depth. We're going to up the spread just a bit. And let's see here. And the opacity as well. Okay. Alright. So there's our atmosphere around this little world. It's looking a lot more like a planet that you'd see from a movie. Let's see here. But I'm liking it so far. It's looking good. It's looking really good, actually. Probably what I'll do next, texture shadows. Or actually, let's rename that texture lighting. No, shadows. That way we keep these layers separate. Texture shadows and texture lighting. So we'll go with the shadows first, and let's just add a few shadows here because planets have shadows. So we'll go here, add a brush tool. Hardness, I'm gonna bring that way low. And let's just give it a quick, that's too, way too much. Let's see here, Control A. Let's do 10% opacity on this one. Okay, that one's okay. It's not right. Let me go ahead and try a few different brushes here. Let's try that. Just make it a little bit darker. No, that didn't work for us. It's kind of smudging it. That one's smudging too. 10%. I just want a little bit more texture to the shadow. However, it looks like it's not quite doing what I want it to do. We'll erase all that. Back to B. Let's just go back with the brush that we had. I was doing fine. Flow. Bring that up. Smoothing. I'm gonna actually add some smoothing to this, just to kind of control the brush a little bit better. I think here, let's do a little higher. Let's do 75. That might be too much, but yeah. Bring down the hardness. So I'm just trying to refine the shadow real quick, so just bear with me here. That looks fine right there. Okay. Alright, so that looks fine right here. I'm just kind of adding a few more. I'm gonna up the hardness. Maybe even down that opacity a bit more. So, just kind of playing around with the settings right now. I'm just kind of refining our shadows, but I just want some of these to, look decent. Just give some depth to these, our mountains that we've created and textures and all that. But there are not a lot of mountains with this planet. It's kind of a flat world, isn't it? Or a world covered in water, I should say. Lots of water on this world. So yeah, so right now I'm just kind of adding a little bit more texture, shadows. Okay. Let's go back to this lake here. I'm gonna add some shadows to these rivers. It's a little too harsh, isn't it? These lighter areas, they need a lighter opacity. Okay. This big river right here. There we go. So, yeah, that looks good. I'm just kind of adding a little bit of just depth to the river here. Okay. Let's just add a little bit more of that to these lakes here. Kind of indicate that they're deeper in the water. Just deep. So it's kind of like a deepness to them. Okay. And then same thing over here. I just want them to just appear deeper. Okay. Alright, there we go. I think that's good. Yeah, that does help out quite a bit. I'm probably going to add a little bit more of that deepness to that lake right here, because that's a big lake. And then I'm going to add a little bit of that deepness here. Over there. Let's see. That was fine. That was good. And definitely over here. Even though this area is probably going to get covered up. I do want to make sure that we're being accurate with our lighting. Okay. Now the next thing we gotta decide is, which looks like we've kind of already decided, but since there's photosynthesis, it's basically an Earth world that's just all beach. It's a beach planet. Kind of primordial. Not a lot of mountains. That's my only concern with it. Is it doesn't look very mountainous. Not a lot of depth to the latitude, like the height. So we try to add mountains at this point. I'm not sure. I mean, I do like it. I like it a lot. Nah. I don't know. We'll leave it like this for now. I do like it the way it is. Alright, so the next thing I just wanted to add are clouds. I'll make a new layer. This is gonna be our cloud layer. So this next one here, so what we'll do, we're gonna go with the white clouds. You don't think it needs mountains? Okay. Alright, we'll keep the mountains out then. Let's see here. We're gonna add some clouds. I think we're gonna need to go a lighter color here. So with this one, what we'll do, I do want to add a little bit of hardness to this. Some kind of a firm color. There we go. Let's take a look here. Yeah, that should be alright. It's a little bit too... It's kind of... maybe a little bit more gray is kind of what I was picturing here. A bluish gray. Let's lean a little bit more over to the blue again. That might work. I think that'll be fine. Okay, so what we'll do... we're just gonna add a bunch of clouds around here. Just clouds, wherever. I know they don't look great right now, but we're gonna fix it. We'll make it look more organic here in a second. Let's see here. And then if it's a spinning world, well, we're gonna have some clouds going across this way, blowing with the wind. Maybe some other clouds kind of doing like swirlies. As clouds do. They like to do the swirly look. Let's see here. We'll do that. That should be okay. Let's just make sure some of these don't look like dots, and then we should be alright. I know that it looks like I just completely graffitied my planet. I'm aware. Now let's just add some slightly whiter colors here. There's a method to the madness, I promise. I bring down the smoothing just a bit here. Alright. So I'm gonna light up the left side of these clouds. I'm gonna shrink my brush just a little bit. I promise there's a method to the madness. Okay. Okay, and then just wherever I would think like the cloud would catch some sunlight, I would add a quick, just a little highlights here. There we go. How's it going, Randy? Oh, it's going good, man. It's going good. Our planet's coming together. We're just adding clouds. I know it looks like I'm completely graffitiing my planet, but I promise there's a reason for this. Okay, I think that looks good. Alright, that's good enough. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna add a quick... Let's see here, it's gonna be the blur. It's gonna be a Gaussian blur. This is just one of the things that we're gonna do. But we gotta do a few other things. Let's see here. I think we're gonna hold off on the Gaussian blur. Let me actually distort this. Sphere... Oh, no, not sphereize. I want it sheer. Just kind of tear up the clouds just a little bit more. You can kind of see it in there. I don't want them to look like they're rippling too much, but I want them to appear like they're blowing with the wind. As if there's some kind of natural weather pattern. it's kind of what we're going for. Not quite. Could still be better. Let's see, polar coordinates. No, sheer. You got some jelly babies. They were so good, bruh. I don't even know what a jelly baby is, but it sounds delicious, like a gummy bear or something. Let's try wave. Let's kind of mess with these wavelengths here. Amplitude. So I'm just trying to rip up the clouds a little bit. Nah, that one looks terrible. Nah. Okay. So what we'll do, let's see here. I'm gonna add that lighter cloud here real quick. I just noticed one of these clouds lost its highlights. Alright. That might work the way it is, right, like this. We'll go ahead and add the blur now. And I know it still looks like graffiti. Bear with me. Oh, you assume they're a thing in the USA too. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but it sounds good. If I ever visit the UK, I'm gonna try some jelly babies. Because it sounds good. I like stuff like that. I like gummy bears, so I'm assuming I'm gonna like it. I don't know. Alright, so let's do a quick drop shadow here. Drop shadow. Boop. Alright. I have an angle this way. Oh, that's facing the wrong direction. What's the distance? Let's figure this out real quick. Spread. We're gonna lower the spread, shrink the size. And bring down the opacity. Change the distance. Trying to figure out this thing here. I'm noticing that the shadow is not doing what I expected it to do. This worked last time, but we'll figure it out here. Let's see, spread. And it might be because it's a blur. Lower that spread. Okay, here we go. Looks like increasing the shadow helped with it. I just needed a shadow to go the other direction. It's going the wrong way. See that? It's not going the direction I need it to go. Plus, I'm not super happy with these clouds anyway. I'm probably gonna just swirl them around a little bit more. But, not totally pleased quite yet. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of manual work here. I'm just gonna fix these clouds up. Because I'm not super happy with it just yet. Okay. We'll probably break these up a little bit more. I'm gonna add a little bit of a slice to some of these. Oh, that's a little bit too harsh. Hello. Just kind of get rid of some of these. Not all of it, just some of it. So what is a gummy baby anyway? What is it? Is it like a jelly baby? Is it like a gummy bear? Alright, so we have to figure out this drop shadow because it's not working like it did, like it's supposed to. So, let's see, drop shadow. So with the drop shadow, it's just like it's not doing anything I want it to do. When I make it too small, it just disappears. If I bring down that spread, it also disappears. Oh, wait. Bring it down to that 7 I had it. That might work. That looks better. Okay, let me see if I can salvage this. It's still going the wrong direction. I don't understand that part. It just boggles my brain sometimes. Oh, here we go. Okay, so that's kind of the right direction now. It's still got some issues. It's not quite the depth I'm looking for on our clouds, but we'll fix it. Don't anybody fret. Like I said, we'll get these clouds looking like actual clouds here in a second, but once we work on these a little bit more, it just takes a little bit of like a finesse to it. You just kind of have to work with it until it works. Hard to explain the difference. I think they're more actually jelly. Oh, jello inside, but like a sugar coating shaped like babies. Hold on, I want to check this out. So we're gonna do this. Jelly babies. Oh, interesting. I may have tried something like this before. So they use more of a gelatin then? More, yeah, like a... Okay. They look good though. I would eat that. Heck yeah! Bruh! I want some. I'm gonna check this candy store, see if they are in the States. I think they are. I don't see why not. Let's take a look here. Jelly babies. In the States. Habanero. Oh, interesting. Is it spicy? I've never tried spicy candy before. That sounds something like that I would encounter in the Latino community. They have spicy candy. Oh, I have tried spicy candy. What am I saying? I've tried lots of... But Spanish candy. It's not spicy? Okay. With customers in the United States, France, Canada, Italy. Okay, it looks like they are. Word. Okay. Dope. I'm trying some. I'm gonna try some. Alright. Import store? Okay. I'll look around for that. There's a couple like that here in Utah, so I'll check them out. For sure. Alright, let's see here. We're getting closer to the texture I kind of imagined for this world. We just gonna have to work with it a bit more. Sometimes these things just kind of, you know... It just takes a minute to figure clouds out. I'm gonna spread this cloud out this way a little bit more, and then I'm gonna kind of cut it off. Like this. There you go. And then I'm gonna kind of smush it. And then squish that cloud. Let's go back to drop shadow. And then increase the opacity a bit. Because when I think of like a ocean stuff, no, I think of gray, rainy clouds. You're looking at Swedish snacks last night? Bruh. I'm jealous that you guys have all that, like, access to the European candies. It's a little harder to get here in the States. Not impossible. It can be done. But harder. Let's see here. And let's squish this one too. Let's make it smaller. More wispy. Not all the clouds have to be intensely intense. I'm gonna shrink this one up a little bit too. There we go. And then we'll kind of push these over like the ocean areas a little bit more, because that's kind of where the clouds end up. Or kind of form or around the water areas. Oh, IKEA! Okay. There's an IKEA not too far from me. I'm definitely gonna go now. Next time I go to IKEA, I'm looking for gummy babies. Alright, so that's looking a lot better. I'm gonna lower this opacity a bit more, and I'm gonna shrink that cloud. There we go. That's probably too much. That felt like too much on that one. A little less right there. That's... Oh! There we go. That feels like a cloud. Alright, so the next thing I want to do... I'm gonna select the cloud pixels real quick. I'm just gonna add a very, very light color. Very lightly on those clouds. Some darkness to them on the shadowy side. Very lightly. Just like a little bit there. Because these clouds need to be grayer. And we'll work on their shading a bit more here in a second, but I just want some grayer clouds, you know what I mean? I just want some gosh darn rainy clouds. Okay. Oh, that looks a little bit better. That looks good. Yes. Okay. Now we're talking. These look like clouds now. Just add some darkness to some of these guys. That looks like a cloud. That looks like it should. Just like the way it needs to look. That one's a little bit funny, but we'll fix that one in a minute. Now I'm wondering if maybe we should bring this cloud layer just a little bit lower on the hierarchy of things. Alright, that one has nothing. Definitely should be above the texture shadows though. Because yeah, that looks gnarly. Yeah, those shadows definitely add some depth, so we don't want to mess with those too much. So we'll back up. Clouds still don't look completely right. We should be okay though. I'm gonna add a little bit more shading to the planet itself now. So this is gonna be the crescent. And we're gonna up the opacity a lot. Like 100%. Let's go 100%. So this is gonna be right on the top. I should have upped the smoothing before I did that, but that's okay. So, and we'll take care of that atmosphere here in just a second. But this should help us kind of nail down the look of what we want here. Alright, so there's the crescent. We will add some more textures here in a second to that crescent. I'm just going to down the opacity. And then go back to this, select pixels. We'll work on this atmosphere in a second, but I'm not quite there yet. I just want to work on this crescent. And that should give us a little bit more... a little bit more of what I want here. I'm just going to add one more stroke of that dark. And then I'm going to go for a orange look. Dark orange. Almost red. But still orange. We'll go over that again here. In fact, I'm going to do it on the layer below. There we go. We'll see what that does. Well, if I put it on the top, it might... yeah, I might screw it up. Try to blend layers here. That's not too bad, actually. Some of those make it look a little too purple. That's not too bad either. Oh, actually really good. Let me play with that sunset a little bit more. What does that look like? Oh, that might work for us. What we'll do, we're gonna push back the shadow then. Just a bit, because that's looking good, that orange. It looks like a natural sunset from orbit. And I'm gonna knock down that opacity a bit more. Knock back the crescent. And we're gonna kind of play around with it a little bit more, but that doesn't look half bad. Not too shabby as far as that goes. So this is gonna be the orange glaze. Orange sunset. Let's see here. It's looking nice, bro. Oh, thanks, man. NASA would be pleased. NASA indeed. SpaceX too. Elon Musk should hang this on his wall. Let's see here. Yeah, that looks good. That looks like a natural sunset from orbit. The clouds still need a little bit more work. They're not quite what they need to be. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back to the cloud layer. We might have to like just kind of tear them up a little bit more with some of these distorting features. Let's see here, this place. Let's see what this place does. Oh, no, not that one. Okay. We just need to, like, rip it up a little bit more. Let's try zigzag. What's that do for us? But it makes a ripple in the center. It looks kind of cheesy. I just need to rip it up. Let's see here. Well, let's try... We're gonna duplicate our cloud layer real quick. And I'm gonna turn it off. One of them. We're gonna mess with this copy here. And let's see if we can make our own cloud layer. We'll have to paint it in, probably. Alright, let's try this. Nope. Not that. And also, that probably should be a black color. Or a white. Yeah, like that. Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna close these general brushes real quick, and I'm gonna open up the dry media brushes. One of these. Oh, that might be the one. It might help us get a little bit more of the look I'm going for. It's not doing what I need it to do. Let's try the wet ones. Let's try this. Oh, that might be it. Yeah, that might be the one. What this one does... It helps kind of smooth these things out. Not that one. That one's a literal brush. This one might work too. Let's try this one. That one might be a little bit better, actually. So, bring some of these outside textures in here and just kind of fix this up a bit. Because clouds aren't so smooth like that. There we go. Maybe just shrink that brush just a little bit. There we go. We'll get these clouds looking right here in a second. Then we'll probably hit them with another Gaussian blur. I just want to make sure these clouds look okay. But they're getting there. Like I said, we're gonna make them look right. It's just with clouds, it just takes a certain finesse. That you just have to kind of work with it until it works. It's always like this with clouds. There we go. I'm gonna bring down that strength just a smidge, like just a tiny bit. But it is working for us, though. It's working. This is kind of what I wanted to see. Let's see. Let's bring in some of those textures from the outside here. In fact, I'm going to lower that a bit more. Let's see what that gives us. Ooh, yes. It's a better blend. Okay. Let's take a look at how that looks. Oh, that's much better. Much better. Let's smooth these zones out a little bit too. But I like it. I like it a lot more, like infinitely more, than where it was before that. Let's see. Bring down that cloud. Oh, that is a happy cloud, as Bob Ross would say. That is a happy, happy cloud. Let's see here. I'm gonna increase that strength just a bit more. There we go. Let's take a look here. Ah, yes. Oh, it's so much better. Infinitely better. Let's bring out this cloud a little bit more. Oops, I think I killed it. Sorry, cloud. There we go. Not a happy cloud. I'll fix that cloud, no problem though. Alright. And then we'll give it a little bit of a swirly. There we go. Cloud over here, cloud over there. Beautiful. Okay. Gotta smear those clouds up a little bit. Alright. Now we just got these southern clouds that we just gotta work with here. That one is too big of a smudge. There we go. Shrink that brush tool just a bit. Now those clouds look a little bit more natural. Like I said, we're probably going to hit it with a Gaussian blur again one more time. But I just wanted to make sure. A very small Gaussian blur. We don't want a big one because it'll probably make our clouds invisible at this point. Okay. That's looking good. We've got a couple clouds over here that just need a little bit of TLC. Okay. Bring some of that nice bright cloud textures out. Alright, so far, I am now much more pleased with the clouds. We got one more up there, it's just kind of hiding from us a little bit. There we go. That looks a lot like... Those look like clouds. Yes, thank you. Okay. Let's... Some of the clouds are a little bit bigger than I want them to be. I'm gonna chop some of those up just a bit. Now, let's see here. Let's take a look. If I was far away and I looked at that and I thought, let's look at this placement on these clouds here. Which of these clouds look natural, which don't? I'm gonna kind of lighten that one up a little bit more. And then I'm going to, real quick, go to our brush tool. I feel like there's a few areas here that needs a better, more clouds. And it's probably the southern area because there's like nothing down here. So real quick. Nice little cloud here. And then I'm going to add a little bit of a darker tone, of course, because these clouds have shadows. I'm going to add a shadow to this cloud. There we go. And then, back to the lighter tone. cloud. There we go. And back to that kind of bluish right in the middle. Okay. And then we go back to the brush that we were using. I just kind of want to bring out the southern clouds a little bit more. I'm gonna lighten up that cloud just a bit more. There we go. That looks good. Got some sunset clouds. Let's take a look again. It looks a little bit better. Anything else that looks kind of weird? Because there's these areas up here that are full of water, and usually when there's water, there's clouds. I add a few more clouds here. Now these clouds are gonna be more happier clouds. More lit, more white. Instead of the darker gray clouds, like the rainy ones. But then again, maybe they should be, because it's over so much water, they should be more rainy than the fluffy nimbus clouds. Let's see here. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna shrink that brush tool just a smidge. And I'm gonna bring down that strength as well. Okay. Ah, there we go. Nice, very good. Just kind of smooth those out. There we go. Cool. I'm happy with it. Let's see here. Let's just smooth this one out a little bit. Get those edges. Yeah, so these ones I kind of pictured to be more like happy nimbus clouds. You know, the fluffy ones. There we go. And then I might actually just lighten it up right there, just a tad bit. MT, saw this cool thing about superfluids. Definitely want to learn more about. Oh, dude, superfluids are awesome. Are they the ones that are like super conductive and like super cold temperatures and all that? Because those are neat. Those are really cool. I love superfluids. I wish I was a genius to understand them better, but in fact, I think from when I last checked, when I last checked, I don't think they fully understood everything about the superconductors, but I don't know. Yo, boy, say what? I was waiting for you. I'm fine. I have finally arrived. What have I missed? So, we're making a kind of an ocean world right here. So this is what we got so far. I have a few things I'm kind of debating right now. Right now we're just working on clouds. Those clouds are way too strong in contrast to the rest of them here. But I'm thinking, because I think we need some ice caps up here. Because unless it's just a tropical world all the way around and there's just no ice caps. But it's just ocean, it's all water. I just kind of picture lots of clouds with a planet like this. It's got oxygen. It's kind of primordial in nature, so not a lot of foliage. Just kind of algae kind of growing around here in these certain pools and whatnot. But you'll have to send the post you saw. Yeah, dude, definitely, man. I want to see it. I want to see it. But yeah, so that's where we're at right now. Kind of a primordial planet. I'm gonna light it up. Just kind of bring up some of that strength because it's a little bit too dark. And I wanted these ones to be a bit lighter. Alright, let's try this. See what that does for us. I'm just kind of trying to bring down this. Let's see here. That's looking better. That's looking a lot more natural. There's some spots here that look a little bit off still to me. Kind of right here. Just the way the clouds are kind of like in lines. It doesn't look right. What is the approximate size of this planet to Earth? So, this one... I think it's smaller, to be honest. I think it's a small planet. I don't know how big. Maybe, like... Maybe the size of Titan, I would say. Some smaller. But tropical. I don't think it's the size of Earth. But that's just me. That's just kind of what I'm thinking right now. But yeah, I don't quite have a full decision on it just yet. I'm gonna get rid of some of these clouds here. They're just too, their patterns just look a little too unnatural to me. I think what I'm gonna do, so I'm just gonna polka dot a few random bright ones here, just to try break up the pattern. I don't want that weird pattern that we had, so I'm just gonna do a quick one like this, because first off, there should be clouds forming around these big large bodies of water anyway, since they're water droplets. But yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of picturing a small primordial Earth planet where algae is just starting to grow. But that's kind of where I'm at right now. Boy, say what? Sent it on Instagram. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'll check it out for sure. Let's see here. So I'm just gonna smooth these out. I just kind of wanted something to break up the pattern. Because when I look at it, it's just too... I don't know, it just doesn't look right. It just looks too much like the clouds are in lines and all that. Alright, so that looks good. I'm just gonna kind of lighten this up a bit in some areas here. There we go. Alright, so that should break up the pattern. Oh, yes, that's beautiful. Yes, I like that. Let's back up. Let's see here. If I looked at that... See, that looks like a fluffy, happy Nimbus cloud now. That actually looks nicer. I'm gonna try to add a few more of these little fluffy ones and some of these little wispy areas. And I think that will help break up the pattern a little bit more. Because I'm seeing some these cool little wispy areas that look actually really natural, but not quite at the level that it needs to be. So I think I'm gonna add a few more in the wispy areas. Like a little bit more cloud condensation, whatever you call it. And then let's try this again. We'll shrink the brush. Let's see here. If it's smaller, then the difference between the poles, equator, and everything in between would be less distinct in climate from each other, as there is less of a difference in heat to travel when hitting this planet. And that the poles would be smaller. This is all assuming we're in the Goldilocks zone. Yeah. I do picture this in the Goldilocks zone. This is all water, so this is a very Earth-like planet. Just no big, large trees. Just algae growing at the moment. So, but there is life on this planet. It's just algae. You know, the little swampy stuff that grows in the water. I'm just breaking these up. Let's see here. I'm gonna lighten up that one on one side. And then just kind of lighten up. Follow the natural... There we go. The natural textures that this brush created here. There we go. That should do it. That looks better. These are looking better. Like I said, sometimes it just takes a little bit of finesse with these clouds to get it right. So we're gonna get rid of this little arm right here. And we're gonna lighten up this cloud. Again, just kind of adding some little pockets here and making the clouds look more natural. There we go. Alright. Then we're gonna back up here in a second just to take a look at our creation here. We just want to make sure it doesn't look too much like a brush. There we go. That looks like a fluffy cloud. Nice, happy, fluffy clouds. Hey! Alright. Let's see here. I saw a video of astronaut driving a lunar rover on the moon, and a guy wrote biggest lie of the 21st century. Thought it was funny, because moon landings was the 20th century. So much... that guy just failed on so many levels. Yeah, yeah. So, the thing that they need to explain is you can see the rover tracks on the moon from satellite images. They need to explain that. But they kind of seem to avoid it. But then again, they'll probably talk their way out of it somehow. You just can't argue with someone like that, you know? There's no winning. So I'm just adding a few more clouds just to make this look more natural. The fluffy ones. There we go. Oh, this is looking so much better. It actually looks real. Let's see here. Probably a lot of fog on this planet on a foggy day. This planet, I can see this planet fogging over. Let's see here. So I'm just trying to add some extra little textures. That looks a little bit too much like a line. There we go. There we go. We'll just clean these up. Blend them in. There we go. One guy, let's see here. Oh, Boys and Wit, sorry, I missed your comment there. Let me read that real quick. If it's mainly algae, then that could lead to some very interesting ice formations since the algae is so thick. It's absorbing the vast majority of the heat and light entering the atmosphere of this planet, leaving very little heat for under the water. This type of flora domination topped with the low gravity. This could be a fantastic place for some seriously exotic airborne plants and animal life. Ooh! I like that! Okay. Since it's primordial though, so it's mostly algae, we don't have a lot of big trees or anything, but the floating stuff... floating on the atmosphere, I like that. I like that. It's kind of like Venus. What they were kind of like picturing. I like that a lot. Let's see here. MT. One guy was telling me the dirt was moving off the tires same as Earth, and another said it was bouncing enough, etc. Oh yeah. So I don't know. I mean I saw the tires flying off of it, but I mean I don't know. Excuse me, I need some water. I mean, it looked fine to me. I don't know what it's like to be in a low gravity world. The moon was a 6 of the gravity. So I think it was a 6. I think it was a 6 of the gravity. I could be wrong. Let me check. Let me double. Don't quote me on that. Let me pull that up. Moon gravity compared to Earth. 1/6. Yeah, okay, I was right. Ooh! You got my facts right, thank goodness. Some people thought there was no gravity on the moon also. What? If there was no gravity, there wouldn't be a moon. Because it would just fall apart. The particular... You basically have a gas cloud, but even that has gravity. So, I don't know. There's always a little bit of gravity when there's mass. Alright, this is looking a lot better. This is looking natural. It's looking like actual clouds. And And I apologize, I'm losing my voice just a tiny bit. I'm gonna add some more fluffiness over here. I feel like it needs it. Now that there's fluffy clouds in the other parts of the map. And let's add a few fluffy clouds here. I'm so glad these shadows are auto-generating too. It just helps out a lot. There we go. Alright, so we'll go back to the smudge tool. And we'll blend those in. Yeah, I don't know how big this planet is, but low gravity, algae life. Yeah, I like what Boy Say What said with the floating life forms, and he did mention that with the algae being there, it's going to absorb heat. So we should think about maybe adding some polar ice caps. Maybe adding that to one of our textures. So yeah, that's something we should think about. Neil deGrasse Tyson showed the satellite photos of the lunar landing site to a conspiracy guy. But he said the guy said he didn't believe the photos because they were taken by NASA. Yeah, of course, they would say something like that. Yeah, like I said, they would think of something to work their way out of it. There's just the conspiracy theorist just doesn't want to believe. You can't force them to. They'll just continue to believe what they think. I don't know how to get somebody to change their mind. I wish I did. Like, I wish I knew how to educate someone like that, but I don't think that you can. They just want to be stuck in their way. From what I've just kind of encountered. Alright. Let's take a look at that cloud. Okay, that one looks not too bad. We're getting there. Some of these little wispier ones could use a little bit of love, but it's starting to look the natural. Oh, dude! Boy said what? That would be legit! Ooh! Once I get better at digital 3D sculpting, I would love to make a gallery of animals and plants for a planet you make. Bro! Do it! That would be legit. Let's see here. Kazmataz. Flat earthers and science deniers are endless source of entertainment. That's a good one. I like endless source of entertainment. They are interesting, aren't they? Now, I'm not making fun of people, but when you're wrong, you know what I mean? Like, it's just sometimes it's just not right. It's just not right. You know what I mean? It's just when you say something that dumb, and I'm just surprised that it just takes so much, like, it actually gets a hold of people's minds like that. I don't get that part, but it happens a lot in history where it's just people, interesting groups that just kind of, they just kind of grow for some reason, but yeah, I mean, there's just lots of reasons. I mean, you got the flat earthers, you got the moon deniers, or the moon landing deniers, like, it never ends. There's just always a group of people that they just have these weird ideas. A lot of them seem to stem with their distrust of the government and with scientists. I did notice that. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how to make the government more trustworthy. No, I don't trust any government completely, but to a degree I do, but the way they do it, it's just unhealthy. It's just too much. Like, as far as, like, United States government, as far as science goes, they're pretty good about it, and getting things correct, as far as the departments go, because the people working in those departments are very passionate. Now, if you're talking about, like, the FBI or, you know, like, the CIA, I wouldn't trust those ones as much, because their job is to be secretive. Obviously. Or, you know, or like MI6, like, stuff like that, those departments, like, their job is secrecy. Obviously, I wouldn't trust everything they say. But with the science ones, they do a lot better. They're a lot more trustworthy. If it's a scientist from a corporate company, maybe a little bit less so, because they're being paid to say something. That's different. So you gotta, you know, just check the scientist. You know what I mean? Like check the source. Let's see here. They always blame NASA, but there's 77 space agencies. Holy smokes. Well, NASA is the most popular. I don't know if it's the biggest. I think it is, but I don't know. I would say so. But yeah, there's a lot of them. But yeah, I think NASA's just, it's because it's just been around a while. You know, they're just better known. They got a lot of accomplishments under their belt. Let's see here. Also, they're not as secretive. You have other agencies like China. They're very secretive with what they find, and they'll just announce stuff off the cuff. You know, like they'll be like, "We found life," and the next day, just kidding. We found a goo on the moon, and then it turned out to be a rock. So like, you know, the stuff like that is just, it's a little harder to depend on what they say. That cloud got a little bit too blended. I need to break it up a little bit. Let's kind of break these up. There we go. Too much blending going on here. Let's see here. MT Casmataz is true. They even argue amongst themselves. Yeah, see that. It is very true. They are a source of entertainment for sure. I'm afraid to watch their videos because I don't want their videos to go viral. I don't want to contribute to videos of theirs going viral, because then somebody else is gonna see it whose mind might be a little bit more susceptible to stupid stuff like that. Might see it if it goes viral. So I try not to watch them for stuff like that. But sometimes I do watch them just to educate myself, and then I just kind of move away from it. I just don't want to give it too much attention. Alright, let's take a look here. Let's see where we're at. This is looking good. In fact, I think if we just add a few more of the fluffy ones down here, I would say, dare I say it, I think we can call it good on the clouds. I'm gonna add a few more fluffy ones right here in the sunset. I kind of want to see some fluffy sunset clouds. Let's just add a couple here. Happy little fluffy sunset clouds here. There we go. We'll just blend those in a little bit, make them look a little more natural. Alrighty. There we go. Those are some happy Nimbus clouds. XCOM 2 is free on Epic Games next week. Oh, nice! I actually own that game. I don't have the DLCs, though. It's something I thought about doing, but I don't play the game enough to justify getting more of it. Like, buying more DLCs from them. But I did like the game, though. It is a good game. It's fun. I really love customizing the characters. That's like one of my favorite things to do, is customizing the soldiers that you have. It's one of my favorite things to do. Let's see here. Someone gifted me. Oh, nice! Someone gifted it to you on Steam. Bro! Heck yeah! Well, tell them thank you. That is a nice gift. All right, that's looking good. It's the right amount of fluff here. I think I'm gonna add just a little bit more fluffy clouds down here, and then I'm gonna call it good. I think we're good on the fluffiness now. So I don't want to add too many fluffy clouds, because then it starts to look like a pattern again. I don't want that. I don't want patterns that are too easily discernible. Let's see here. So So this one, because of its nature being flat like that, may have to add some depth to it. Okay. Yeah, with these ones, I might have to add a little bit of depth to some of these clouds. Because it's going to be high up in the atmosphere. I don't want to overdo it, but like I just want to make sure that these clouds appear as if they're above the surface when it reaches the horizon here. Okay, oh, and I kind of overdid it. There we go. That's me overdoing it. Okay. That's a little bit better. I'll kind of lighten that one up a bit. I think that's okay. Like I said, I don't wanna overdo it on the clouds. I don't want patterns to look like they're kind of appearing. Kind of like before, how the clouds kind of look like they're in lines. Definitely don't want that. All right. Okay, let's take a look here. Yeah, so like I said, so we're starting to see like kind of a pattern look. So we gotta be careful now at this point and adding the fluffiness. So I don't want to add that look that it's just kind of too artificial. So we're gonna break up that one, and let's see here. Let's back up a bit. I think I'm gonna break up. Excuse me. I think I'm gonna break up this one here a bit more. Because I don't want it to, like I said, I don't want it to look like a pattern. We'll break that one up. I'm gonna lift some of the cloud. With this one, some areas look a little bit too much like lines. Like these two clouds right here on the left. We're gonna have to figure out how to do something about that. So maybe add this one a little bit more wispy for this guy. And this one, we'll clean this one up a little bit too. I just don't want it to look like a line. There we go. Boys say what? Let's see here. Had to leave for a second. Back to my proposal. If you want to send me the planets you've made, you believe are the most capable of sustaining life, I can try to make something cool at some point. Oh, here we go. Okay. Let me post those on the Discord for you. Give me a second. What we'll do here. Let me bring in the Discord. If you guys want to hop on in the Discord, by the way, feel free. And don't forget to drop a follow. Because we stream every Monday and Thursday. Mondays and Thursdays. That's our 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So, alright, so let's go to a, what would it be? Creations. It'll be under the Creations tab. So we'll go here. Let me open up the planets here that might have life. So this one here, this one will have life. Is this the poster version? Yeah, that's the poster version. So this one might have life under the ice. So if you want to do a... Oh, dang it. We might have to edit these. Oh, no, there might be a go around here. We can do, we'll do the snipping tool, and we'll just cheat. We'll do that. Less pixels now. There we go. Alright, so there's one. Thanks, MT, man. Let's see here. Is there anybody else that might have life? This one was kind of a Venus planet. I'm not sure if it would have life on it. It's kind of a sterile planet. The gas planet, definitely not. The white dwarf, probably not. The ring planet. Oh, that one. That one's a rocky world. You know what? Yeah, let's throw that one in there. Well, that one might work. Let's do the poster version though. That one works a little bit better. Let's see here. I could have done that one. I could make a better snip on that one. Get more of the ring. That's gonna have a little bit of the toolbar on there too, but I think it'll work. It's fine. Alright. We'll put that one in there. So these are probably the only two that might have some kind of life on there. So boy. Here you go, my dude. Alright. So we'll go ahead and close that. And we'll move that over here. Guide the raid. Hey! Yes! We can do that. I think I remember Zalius. Zalius. Yes. I am down for that. If she's streaming when we're done here. Absolutely. Alright. The next thing we gotta do. The crescent, or the outer glow here. So we have a problem with our... with the glowing of this planet here. So... those are the clouds. Those are fine. Let's see here. The next one. Yeah, it was a while ago. Okay, there's one of the outer glow layers, and the other one's back here. Yep. Okay. So, with this guy, we're going to add a mask layer. And we're going to see if we can bring back the... that one has an inner glow, too. Oh, shoot. It does show, too. We're gonna turn off the inner glow on that one and back on with this one. That way it hides in the crescent of the shadow. So I'm trying to figure out how to do this real quick. So we might have to rearrange some layers as long as it doesn't affect what we've created. Alright. So we are going to destroy the glow that this planet's putting out. So, oh shoot, see, I can see a little bit of outer glow here. We'll have to hide it. Which we can do, it's not impossible. So we'll just have to keep a close eye on it. Okay. There's still a little bit of a halo around it, but it's better. Alright, let's go to the other one over here. So these are non-destructive layers. So I'm going with non-destructive right now because we can easily undo what we've done here. Alright, go to the crescent. Let's see here. Let's, opacity is kind of high, but we're gonna have to bring it up. Because we need to cover up this. And then we're gonna have to drag that one out a little bit. Oh! Hello, Crescent. You are doing a lot more damage than I was expecting. Alright. No, that's not gonna work. I was hoping I can pull out the shadow, but we're just gonna have to do it this way. And then we'll fix the shape a little bit more of the crescent. Kind of round it out. That should do it. Select those pixels. So there's some areas here, it doesn't need to be out so far. Because we are gonna have to add stars here later. Oops. Control Z. I don't want... Let's see here. We'll select the pixels, control, invert. So what we'll do, we're going to erase as much of the space or the crescent out here in space as we can. There we go. And it kind of makes it show up a little bit. That's okay. You can still cover it up. I just wanted to kind of get a handle on it a little bit better. That should get the rest of it. It's that little halo that I can see here. And we'll cover that one up. That should do it for the atmosphere. As far as the, yeah, our ability to hide the weirdness of the effects that we've added to this. One thing I do want to add to the crescent, though, or maybe the orange sunset here. I want to see if I can overlay that on the atmosphere right there. Because that would be legit. Because that would make this look more believable, like an actual planet. There we go. Maybe a little less opacity, but... Yeah! Just like that. Because you have to make sure this planet has a shadow, right? And the shadow will be affecting the color of the atmosphere here on the sunset parts. So let's make sure our little atmosphere here has a nice shadow. There we go. I might have to lift up some of that intensity here on the planet itself. There we go. There we go. Perfect. All right. So, looks good. I'm happy with everything so far. The clouds are adding a lot of depth to this. Trying to decide what else are we missing here. I think I know what it is actually. It's the shading on the textures. So texture. What's the word for it? Texture highlight. We'll add a highlight. We're gonna raise this up to just pure white. And then we're gonna need a pure black. Because we're gonna be switching between those two layers. So with the highlighted part, water gives off a reflection. So we need to go to these lakes. I know we've kind of added some depth to these, but they do need their highlights. Oops, it's on dark. There we go. Because there is a sun that this planet is orbiting, and we gotta make sure that this planet represents that. The lakes show that. This is water, and they do reflect. So let's make sure we add that nice water texture here. That one probably is kind of under a cloud, so I don't want to add too much. In fact, that looks kind of silly. Let's bring those back just to dial that back a bit. Okay. And then come over here. Same thing. The water needs to be a little bit more lit. Let's do 15. Dude, you know what sounds good right now? I just got this sudden craving for Chinese food. I don't know why, but like I'm craving Chinese. That sounds really good right now. Alright, so we got a few of the things. We'll have to highlight a little bit better, but do you want to try some of these blend modes? Let's see here. That one maybe. So we want to add select the pixels, and then go back to this texture highlight. Because this area, this whole part of the planet should be getting lit by the sun, so it should be brighter. Then we'll go ahead and remove some of the parts that are under the shadows of the clouds. So, but we want to make sure that these are representing the lighting. So that looks better. That adds a little bit more depth to our texture. We'll take away here on some of the dark spots here because that should be darker, obviously. Let's play around with the blending mode. Overlay looked good. That one's obviously too much. But we need to have that gradient. Soft light. Might be too soft. And those don't look right, obviously. Alright, so overlay is the winner. Overlay wins. What we'll do is we'll dial it back on the spots where the clouds are. There we go. Just a little dial back where the clouds are. There we go. A couple clouds over here. But it should represent nicely the sunlight. And that's what we're going for here. So I just want to make sure everything here is being represented nicely. Okay. It's looking alright. It's looking good. That cloud should be blocking a lot of light right there. Okay. So, let's take a look here at the planet. Where we're at currently on our progress. That looks good. I'm really happy with it so far. I'm still debating on the ice caps. Let's see here. Ice caps. So if we do ice caps, we're gonna have to grab the textures. We need the textures for ice caps. So let me bring up. So we're gonna go over here again. This site, by the way, is called Pexels. You can use this for free, uncopyrighted photos. So you can use these. So let's see here. Ice caps. Let's try that. See what it shows. Oh, auroras. I think that'd be making our planet too busy, but that's something we could try exploring, is adding some auroras to this. Maybe. If it doesn't look too busy, it's something I would like to look into. So let's see here. Ice caps from space, maybe? Let's try ice. Just put ice and see what that does for us. Oh, that might work. That's a texture that we could probably use. Let me go to our folder here and pull that up. We need to get to our Photoshop tools, textures. Let's do ice real quick and add that in. So I'm gonna move that to the side here, just get it out of the way, but let's look at some ice textures here. That one from above might work. That one might work. Actually, that's not too bad. Let's take a look here. Oh, but there's bubbles. I mean, we can try to convert the bubbles into rocks, maybe? So they don't look so, like, bubbly and frozen. Into... Oh, wait. Oh, that's sponsor. Okay, we have to pay for those. Let's see here. That would have worked, though, those textures I just saw. That one's a maybe. It's kind of ice mountain ranges, which our planet doesn't really have. We don't have a lot of mountain ranges on our world. I'm gonna go with this one. I think we can work with this. Well, we'll download that. Drag that over into the ice folder. Yeah, let's work with that. These other... Oh, you know what? We could probably work with this too and turn that water into ice. We'll close these other tabs here. We don't need these anymore. That's a good one. I like that picture, I just don't know how to use it. I like it a lot. It's just a weird texture. I don't know how to use it. Alright, so this one, we might be able to use this. And let's select pixels real quick. And then we'll do a new texture. Let's put it on the bottom here, just right above. Oh, look at that. That's interesting, huh? You probably want to put it sideways like this. Probably like that, to be honest. And then we'll select the pixels. Go back to this little ice layer. Control-Shift-I, delete the extra stuff. And then, let me think here. Try to think, what's the next thing I need to do with this thing? I might actually just lower that a little bit more. Oh, I need to lighten it. That was one of the things. What if I put it above the texture here? That looks a little bit better. I'm just kind of experimenting. My webcam's off? Did I knock it out of place? Oh yeah, I guess it is. Like that? Does that look better? Here, let me make it a little bit better so I can see this. Let's see here. That looks alright, right? What do you think? Is that, I don't know, let me go do it like this. You guys can see my other monitor, eh? Eh? Alright, that looks... I think that's okay. Right there. Alright, let's switch back here. Alright. So we got a planet with no ice cap. I think I'm going to take that layer and I'm gonna brighten it up quite a bit. Oh yeah. Back to this. Lighten it. And then we're going to... I think we're just gonna have to lower it too. And I'm aware of this extra piece that's just kind of showing up. We'll handle that in a second. Okay. Alright, let's delete the... Delete this other stuff here. We'll do the crop tool. Delete everything on the outside. Boom, gone. Okay. Select this one. Control-Shift-I. And then delete the ice cap that we just created. This one. Boom, gone. Okay. So, let's name that real quick. Ice cap. We want to go with non-destructive layers. I'm gonna increase the hardness on that one. Let's see here. I don't know. I think it takes away too much from the planet. Again, we might have to just paint our own ice cap. Yeah. Let's just paint our own ice cap. It's, that's the only way we're gonna be able to do it. So select pixels. I just wanted to be lazy for once and not have to paint everything. Let's see here. I'm gonna raise that up. I'm gonna also do a different color. Kind of like the oceans here, but lighter. Okay. So, ocean time. Alright, so we'll add some ice cap down here. And, It looks okay. And then ice cap up on the top here. That's kind of the bluish color. I want to go for maybe a little bit whiter. There we go. And we'll, like I said, we'll paint that in a little bit better. Okay. I don't know, part of me thinks that maybe more of this ice cap will be showing itself since the planet seems to be tilted a little bit. Oh, never mind. No worries, MT. No worries, man. Alright. I think we got it. So now the next thing we want to do is we want to paint this in, but we don't want to... don't want it to be looking like the clouds, if you know what I mean. So, like, let's see. Let's select the pixels. We definitely don't want the ice caps floating into space, so we need to make sure that we control the... we control it a lot better. So let's dial that back. We're going to bring down the strength a lot. The reason I'm going to do that is I just need to... I need to mess with the edges. That's not going to work for us. That one might work a little bit. We'll shrink down some of these areas. Kind of make this look more like ice if we can. There we go. Let's see here. Okay. Might even be able to add some cooler textures. Yeah. There we go. Look at that. We'll just kind of draw those in there. Paint them in. Then we'll do the same here on this top piece here. Just kind of paint in some blue ice in here. There we go. And we'll do some a better job here of blending that in a second. I just want to make sure that looks good. Okay. So the next one, let's see here, the spatter. That's kind of the next thing I want to go for. Make that like the transition of ice to not ice. Let's try this one. What does that do? Interesting, but not the texture I'm kind of going for here. Let's see here. That one will not do. Let's go with the spatters. We're gonna zoom up really close though, and shrink the brush a lot. Because what I wanted to do, just kind of mix these in. Let me just take a look at that from space. No, it doesn't look right. Maybe a bigger brush would fix it. So it looks like we might have to go in there and just, I don't know. We'll delete the extra spatter marks. I'm just trying to get a certain texture in here, but I'm trying to capture a certain texture. Doesn't seem to be working though. I will say the South Pole one looks a little bit better. Alright, let's delete all these extra spatter marks. Okay. Get all these other ones out. Okay. I think it's starting to get there, but we're not quite there yet. Make sure all of those extra marks are gone. Alright, so I think what we'll have to do, we'll have to blend this together a little bit better. Probably with that blend tool that we were using earlier for the clouds, but we just gotta be a little bit careful. A little bit more careful, excuse me. How we go about it, because we don't want it to become a cloud. These are not clouds. So we just gotta be wary on how we blend these stuff back in. We still want ice. All right. That might work. I think I'm okay with that, actually. That looks kind of ice cappy to me. Yeah, it looks good to me. I like it. Maybe kind of clean this one up a little bit. Too many particles in one spot. That looks good. The universe game, I haven't bought it yet. I want to get that one. I've just been kind of budgeting my money a little bit more right now lately, because I've been working 100% on my own. So I technically don't have a job right now. But don't worry, I'm doing fine on money. Don't panic, you guys. Don't panic. I'm doing fine money-wise. I'm just working for myself at the moment. It's just I have to work extra hours because self-employment usually means more hours that you're working. That's why my schedule is changing. Plus school. So I just needed the flexibility to get some stuff done. Alright, let's see here. But no, dude, but yeah, so it's because of that. It's because I'm budgeting right now. I haven't bought the game. So, and I'm budgeting because I just became a lot more aware of my expenses as soon as I start working for myself. So, every dollar feels like I'm spending $100 because it's not a paycheck anymore. It's not like, oh yeah, I know I'm going to make this much. It's more about like trying to invest more now because, you know, I need my money to work for me now because of self-employed. But it's back on full price. Oh man, that's okay, man. No worries. I appreciate that you even share what's on sale and what's not on sale as it is. I mean, yeah, you're not obligated to it. I love that you do it though. I love it. Alright. This is looking good. I'm actually really happy with how this is turning out. Kind of blend these in a little bit better, and then I think I'll be content. Okay. That looks good to me. I like that. Kind of want this to blend a little bit better in the water part, like a transition almost. Yeah, that looks good. All right, let's take a look here. I like it. This oh, gotcha. The expansions are as much as the game. Yeah. Yeah, they kind of are. Some of them are good. There's the one, really, like, one of them kind of like, was like about making your own missions, but nobody really used it. They just wanted the parts that it gave you. That's really what those expansions are good for, is just the extra parts they give you. Some of the expansions are awesome, though. So I do recommend getting them, because some of the parts that you need are in those expansions that we use all the time on the streams. But, $7 for game, $7 for each expansion. Oh, man! Kerbal Space Program. Boy, say what? We're talking about Kerbal. Alrighty. So, this planet looks good. I'm happy with it. I'm really happy with it, actually. Planet. I don't know what to call it yet. If anybody has a name for this planet, I would love it. We can give it like a placeholder name for now, until we have a good name for it. Poster. Let me put a little bit of text right here. Oh wait. I got the size of the text too big. Why is it so big? Stop doing that. Primordial. For some reason, the text is dark. Let's do the color of the ocean. There we go. Primordial. Let's put that on the left column there, and we're gonna make that a lot bigger. Maybe not that big. We'll have to shrink the planet down a little bit, but ooh! Amphitrite. I suggest this because that's the name of the Greek goddess of the sea and wife of Poseidon. Yo, Waspman, dude, what's up, dude? Welcome, welcome! No, wait, you were here first, Waspman. What am I saying? Glad to see that you're still here, Waspman. I guess that's what I'm trying. I'm just excited to see you, Waspman. Let's see here. Maybe it was Impact I had. Impact? No, I'll have to look at what that font was I was using on those other planets. Darn it. We'll use Dodger since that one is, we own the rights to this font here. So I can use this font. It's not the one I want, but it'll work. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna copy this planet layer. That's planet, and this is gonna be planet small, so I want a small version. So we're gonna shrink our planet here. Hopefully it doesn't mess with the style of the layers. Oh, good. We're good. Okay. Let me type that in here. Amphitrite. A-M-P-H-I-T-R-I-T-E. I think I got it right. The I there doesn't look capitalized. There we go. That's annoying. It's backwards! That's the thing about downloading fonts. Sometimes people make mistakes. So the caps on the I are backwards. Alright, so... I do like the Dodger font, but for this it's not working for me. Let me bring up, let's see, open one of the other ones in our Kronos project. ABCD JK. Where is my... Oh, this is the wrong one. Okay, let's see here. That was all my clients, sorry. I wasn't supposed to show their names, but that's fine. There was never a disclosure sign, but I just don't like showing their names. Let's do this one. This one had a font that I liked. Oh, I opened up the wrong file. Whoops. I need the miscellany poster. Alright. What font is that? DN Pro. That's what it is. Okay. DN Pro. So that's the font we went with. I just want to make sure we keep it universal on our posters here. Din Pro sample. Let's see here. Oh, I did it backwards again. Oh, that's so annoying. See here. Amphitrite. Did I spell that right? Oh yeah, for sure. I will. I'll put it in there for sure. Absolutely. All right. So Amphitrite, and what else? Am I spelling this right? Like, I honestly don't know. Amphitrite. Oh, I'm saying it wrong too. Oh my gosh. Amphitrite. Amphitrite. Alright, and then the next thing we gotta do with that one... Sorry, I already messed it up. I want to put spaces in each of these. So this is a poster. Okay. Yeah, that looks better. That looks like a poster. I think I might shrink it a bit, though. It's still too big for my taste. There we go. I'm spelling it right now? Okay, perfect. Alright, so we got that one. I know we're jumping the gun and we're adding the graphics already for the poster, but we'll add stars and stuff here later. The next thing I wanted to do, because I don't want to do all the work again, I want to copy this. Copy. Can I copy these layers? No. Let's see here. So I do want that signature, so we're gonna copy that. Copy. And then we're gonna move it over here. Oh my gosh. Signature. Alright. So there's the signature. It is tiny. Holy smokes. I hope I don't lose too much quality on the signature by putting that in there. Alright. Layer 7. That's the wrong one. Okay. Then we need the Blue Nebula Studios logo, so we need that one. BNS. I wish I could just like copy all of these. The underlay. That might be the one I want. Copy layer style. Or not copy layer style, copy layer. Yeah, just copy the layer. We'll throw that in there. Let's see what we get. Yeah, that looks better. You like it? Oh, good. I'm glad. Self-employed. So that's a recent development that happened like a month or two ago. That's why I'm able to stream again. The job that I had before was just sucking my life away. Couldn't do anything. That's why I was on such a long hiatus for like 3 months last year. Back in November. I switched over to just doing Uber and Lyft for now. And then doing some graphic design for people on the side. So I'm doing the two things right now to pay the bills. I am working on school right now into acting. That's just something I've just been wanting to try for a very long time. So that's something I'm getting into. So I'll probably be getting acting as something to give me that flexibility, but I also kind of enjoy it. I kind of like it. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Right now, just to pay the bills, just Uber and Lyft and graphic design. All freelance, not working for any employer specifically, just me. So it takes a lot of motivation to making sure I continue to work to pay those bills. And it usually means more hours of working too. But that's what I'm doing right now. Just to give me that flexibility that I need. to be able to stream and work on projects. So, and right now the main project is just get done with school. Alright, so I need to make this bigger, but I don't want to lose the quality. So if you look at this, it's bad. Maybe we can sharpen the edges here. Maybe, I think that's looking better. I just need the edges to be sharpened out. Okay. And it looks a little bit better. I'll accept it. I think it's a little too sharpened though. Yeah, that works. I'm okay with that. That works for me. This one. So I need a bigger version of this. That's just too small. It's not going to work for us. So let me real quick. I'm going to grab... We'll do it through Photoshop. I just need to grab the logo. Ah, gosh dang it. I'm showing the client's names again. That one. That's the one we need. So we'll grab that, copy it. And we don't need this open anymore, so we'll close that. Alright, so which one? That's layer 7. That was the underlay. There we go. So this one's a lot bigger. We probably don't need that underlay anymore. That one we can definitely work with. Let's see here. Very cool, says Boy Say. Well, thank you, dude. Thank you. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but you know, I'm okay with work. Work doesn't scare me. Running out of money does, but that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna allow that to happen. So let's see here. We'll get that one. About right there. Now this will be an underlay, so we are gonna just delete this, basically. Let me get that normal brush. There we go. There we go. So that's gonna be our new underlay here. Waspman is so bad at art. Oh, it's okay, man. Maybe art is not your thing, but you know, controlling navies on planetary annihilation is your thing. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we got our strengths. Alright, so what I'm gonna do with these text here, I want them to complement the planet. Like right now, everything here is kind of like the color of the is the color of the clouds. And that's fine. We're gonna underlay the signature too. The signature is gonna get deleted again. And then let's see here. This one, BNS. Keep it hidden. So we'll just put that one on the bottom layer here. And then I also want to color this blue. No, I changed my mind. Orange. Something warm so it sticks out to my eyes. There we go. This is going to be the BNS underlay. And that's kind of be like our foundation of when we add these cool, more, you know, cooler effects to that signature. So, alright, so signature first. Let's move that a little bit right here. So it actually looks like they're in line. And then the Blue Nebula Studios logo. The Amphitrite. That looks good to me. Part of me almost just wants to spread it out a little bit more. Like, just add a little bit more space between the letters. Yeah, I think that's fine. That looks good to me. I think that's the maximum that I want to get those spread out. Alright, the next thing I want to do. I wanted to add this very nice ocean blue color to our underlay. So the underlay can be very almost not able to be seen, right? We're going to select the pixels for the underlay, and then we're going to just add some kind of gradients. Hardness, we want to bring that down to a low. There we go. So what we're doing, just adding that. I'm going to hide that outline too, just so I can see what it is that we're doing. And then we're going to grab a nice, yummy crimson color from this planet's dirt, from the surface there. And we're going to add it here. Just to kind of give us that cool effect that it's from the planet, you know what I mean? There we go. Now with this one, I'm going to also do a overlay layer. Or maybe even a color dodge. Let's see here. I just want to see if we can get a warmer color for some of these areas here. There we go. Alright. So with this one, this should allow us. So if we did like a star background here, which we will, it should show through. Why isn't that showing through? It showed on the... Oh, I know why it's... Okay, yeah. So if we had stars in the background here, see that? It should show through the logo. I know it looks like we're writing over it, but we're not. We're writing under it. See that? We're under it. So it should show through the logo. That way, when we put stars in here, stars will shine through the logo and not get blocked. Alright, so we're gonna bring that down. The next thing I'm gonna do, this the gradient, BNS gradient. We're gonna actually lower the opacity because I still want to do some extra stuff to that, but we're not quite there yet. So the next thing we gotta do, let's add some gosh darn stars, eh? So stars. And call that rough. Let's see here. Stars, backgrounds. This could be our background here. Background. I can spell background correct. And we're gonna color this violet. Excuse me. I need some water. Alright, we'll move the stars into that layer. And this layer. Okay, and the dark background, of course. So, with this, we're gonna do another black background. And this one we're gonna put on screen. What screen does is it gets rid of all the blacks. So anything that's black or dark, it becomes invisible with that layer. Now, there's another layer of black underneath it, so you really don't see a difference here. But we will here in a second once we start adding stars. The stars will shine through, and the black will be invisible. So with this, what we're going to do, we're going to add noise. Lots and lots of noise. A good amount of it. And you can see this little, this little crescent. You can ignore that. So let's see here, uniform. We also need them to be black and white. There we go. So basically, we're just adding static, right? The next thing we want to do is adjustments, and we want to go to curves. I think it was curves, if I am correct. There we go. We're gonna lower that down just a smidge. Ah, look at that. That's cool, Randy. Honestly, I have my age and job as off limits because it's personal. I totally understand, dude. I totally understand. Oh, it didn't do it. It didn't take. Why didn't that take? It did not do what I wanted. Okay. This might need a little bit more control. We're getting closer. It just needs to be way over. Does that take? It doesn't take. Why isn't it taking? Photoshop, what are you doing? Why doesn't that stay? Exposure, saturation. Let's try this. I'm gonna add a very, very, very small Gaussian. Let's see if that gets rid of that glitch. Very small. I'm thinking like maybe 1%. Maybe 2%. 2 pixels, maybe? Let's try that. Yeah, it should work. It's just, Photoshop seems a bit glitched. I've never seen that before. It's like, it won't do the thing. Let's see here. That kind of works. Please work. Please work. Fingers crossed. Oh! It worked! Beautiful. Alright. So we got our stars. Let's just make sure they're not too lumpy. They're alright. Not the best stars I've ever made. But I think they'll get the job done. I'm gonna merge 2 versions of these together. Merge layers. Stars. And then I'm gonna add another one. These should both be on screen. It looks like a merging kind of got rid of that screen effect. With this one, what I'm gonna do, because I want to make sure we add some variety to the size of certain stars. This might be too much, though. So we could probably make one darker. The smaller ones? Nah, I don't like it. Okay. And then, let's see, maybe we could just shrink them. Shrink it back down, we'll just flip it, just to give that variety. And then, let's see here. I just want to see some variety in these stars. I think I'm gonna dial these ones back too. They're extremely bright. That's a neat trick. Let's go! That might be okay. I think I'm okay with that. What I'm gonna do now, we'll go ahead and actually I'm not gonna merge those. I changed my mind. Yes, I need to adjust something. I'm gonna add one more thing. Actually, no. Not that color. We're gonna go with this. Yes. A little bit of... There we go. Okay, perfect. Alright, we're going with this. I just want to add a little bit... Like I said, I want some variety in this. Bring that down to... Maybe probably down to nothing almost. Bring up the... Yep, hardness down low. So what I'm doing here is I am making a red giant far, far away, but close enough that it can be seen. There we go. And then, yes. That's what I want. In fact, I might even give it a little bit more halo. Right there. There we go. And that will give it a little bit more depth to the background. I do want to do another one, a blue one. I want a blue giant somewhere. Maybe smaller, but I do want a blue giant. Like maybe like right here. Oh, but we got the crescent. Oh, the crescent's in the way. Let's see here. Let's go to the here, crescent. Let's add a layer mask. We do need to get rid of this stuff anyway, so let's see here. You gotta be careful how we do this. Because it is blocking stars. Let's see here. I'm just real quickly, I'm just trying to nail down where this should be. Okay. Nice gradient here. I'm just trying to figure out where the shadow should be. I think that's fine. Okay. That's fine for now. It needs some work. It looks a little off. In fact, I'm just gonna go back. I think I'd rather hide it. Yeah. That's probably as far back as it goes. That looks fine there. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back to the stars here. Layer. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, pick somebody else empty. And we'll raid them for sure. I'm just trying to figure out where I want to put the star now. Let's put it over here then. Nice little star. Brighten that up. There we go. And again, I want to do it like a red star now, another one, but smaller. Much smaller red star, maybe over here, closer to the edge. No, just to let everybody know he's there. Not too big though. I just want to make sure we just have that sense of variety in this background here. We'll have to work on that crescent on that side too, because it's kind of... the crescent's a little overpowering. I don't like it. in certain areas. I love it, but I don't like it what it's doing to the background. Okay. Okay, that should work. By the way, do you like Blue Nebula Raid Heart or Blue Nebula Raid? Whatever you like. Whatever you like, dude. If you do have the emojis, then drop these ones. Or maybe the Pog one that we made. This one. Try one of those. If you have it. If you don't have it, just drop whatever you got. I'll take all of it. Maybe the lizard would be a fun one. The Pog lizard. Pog champ. This little guy. Alright. I guess we're putting another blue giant in here. Let's put a blue giant over here. Make it a little smaller than that red giant. Because it's blue. Let's see here. Oh. It's kind of a smaller blue here. Okay. Got some blue. That should kind of add some variety to our planets and stuff here. I think there needs to be one right here. A very small, faint blue giant. Super small, super faint, but super definitely there. Hello, blue giant. There you go. Because we need to get some of these stars to pop out to indicate some closeness. That these stars are at different distances from this planet. Let's get another one. Slightly different shade of blue though. Small little guy there. Switch to white. Shrink it. Boom, nailed it. Okay. And then we can just do the classic, just the white star. Some stars are just white. And they burn white. Let's see here. And that'll give a little bit more pop to our sky here. Okay. It's looking better. I just want to get a few more brighter stars in here. Okay. And we could probably go for some red ones again. I'm gonna add a few red ones. Really small, really dim. Just kind of add that effect. Then I need to switch that blue for white. Okay. There we go. Alright, so stars look okay. I think I'm alright with that. Let's add another red one up here. Okay, there's a red one. Alrighty, so I'm really pleased with this. It's looking better than I had pictured it, actually. Actually, maybe not. Maybe so. Maybe so. It turned out really good. All right, so this Amphitrite, same thing. I wanted to lower the opacity on this. Oops. I don't know what I just did there. I want to lower the opacity on the title here. And just like before, I want to make sure Amphitrite, if I can ever say that correctly. I want to add the different colors. So in fact, I think I'd rather sample it from this logo here instead. Let me get to the underlay. We're gonna brighten that up again. And that overpowers it. Let's see here. Put that back to 9. So that one's 9. Gradient. Gradient was at 54. So I just want to get a good sample of the colors. But you see this effect? You see how the stars are shining through the logo there? That's what I was going for. And I want to do the same thing here. So the Amphitrite, that one's gonna be at a maybe even lower, like a 9. And I'm gonna hide that just so I can see it. Okay. 9. Hardness all the way to the bottom. Good. Amphitrite. Okay, and then we're gonna come down here. Just add that nice little warmth on the bottom there. That should give it a very nice effect. Now the effect that I think we had here was 54. So we want to make sure we keep this what do you call it? Consistent with the rest of the layer. See, underlay, gradient, and this one should be at 54% as well. Now, we just gotta do the same thing to the BNS. 54. Why did it lose its... What happened? What changed? That should be a 9. There we go. Oh, yeah! Yeah, so add raid 1, raid 2, so we can copy paste it over. That would be nice. That would be a good one. Yeah, I'll start working on that. That's 54 for this. Signature. We'll put that one in its own layer. And we'll have an upper layer here. This should be at 54%. Like I said, keeping it consistent. Copy those pixels, select the pixels. And then, same thing here, let's warm it up on the bottom. And then, I'm gonna hide that so I can see it better. There you go. Just want it to look nice there. Okay, that looks good. And the signature layer should be at 9. There we go. So now it's consistent with the rest of the picture. We got it. Would you rather Discord or Whisper on here? Discord's usually easier for me. The Whisper is hard for me to get to when I'm live. I definitely see them after I end the stream, but I never... At that point, it's too late. But yeah, on Discord, it's much better. Alright. Ladies and gents, we have our planet. I like it. I'm actually really happy with it. I'm noticing the Amphitrite. Even though it is at the levels that we made it, it's a little darker than the logo. And I think it's just the illusion because the letters are thinner that it's looking like that. But yeah, I think we'll just kind of fix that up a little bit. We're gonna brighten it up. There we go. And then yeah, that looks good. We'll shrink these ones. I'm gonna skip this song. I'm not even sure if these songs are... Hold up. I need to find that one. I'm not sure if those songs are still non-copyright. I'm gonna get rid of it real quick. There you are. Yeah, okay. I got it. I need to remove these so I don't trust them anymore. Plus, everybody's sick of hearing the NCS music anyway. There you go. Alright, MT, nice work. Oh, thanks, dude. Alright, so... Appreciate it. I'm glad you like it. This turned out much better than I was expecting. I'm just happy with it. It's gonna bring a tear to my eye. Let me... I was gonna select these two things here real quick. I was thinking about making this layer just a little bit smaller. They're right on point here, but the logo is a slight bit bigger than the signature. I just want it to be even. There we go. That should do it. Get rid of those guidelines there. There we go. Alright. So let's go ahead and save that as a new one. What's it called again? Amphitrite. Caps lock. Amphitrite. On the crescent? Yeah, I need to fix that crescent. Let me save this first because I have not saved this at all through this entire stream. Yes, save it. Save it. Alright. So right here on the crescent, yeah, there's that little bit that needs to be fixed. Why can't I see the size of this brush? There we go. Okay. So we need to bring down black hides. Okay. Get rid of this. And then let's lower the opacity and slightly get rid of some of this stuff here. Okay. And then also, there's something going on with the orange layer. I can see it in there. Orange layer. There it is. Let's pull that out a little bit more. I'm gonna stretch it. Hopefully it doesn't look too weird. There we go. That should add the shadow effect. There we go. And then, silly suggestion. No, I'm glad you mentioned it. Because it was off. But now it looks good. We're good there. So let me think here. What's the next thing we need to change? I don't know. The shadow just looks off. If we pushed it down a little bit more that way, that should... That looks better. Okay. Everything else is looking good. Is there anything else that needs to be added onto this? I thought about adding some space dust, but I'm not sure if I want to. I don't think it needs it. But we can add it just in, like, some space dust. Nebula. Let's call it nebula. Close stars. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Let me add a nebula here. I was kind of thinking about nebula, but I'm not sure if I want to add one. We'll add a... Put a nebula here, and... I thought about like a kind of a bluish cloud here. Like right there only. And then we can even mix in a little bit of the textures from the planet in here. And then, let's see here. Let's find that one brush that we were using for clouds. That's the one. Okay. So we will kind of break this up a little bit. Bring down the strength quite a bit so it's not too powerful. Alrighty. Kind of give it that little nebula look, you know? Okay. There we go. And then, we might have to make it a little bit more opaque. It's a little too in your face at the moment. But that's okay. That's not a big deal. I do want to erase some of it in the center. Maybe kind of give the sense that the star is pushing this nebula away. Yeah, and then we're going to bring down the opacity on that a lot. I think that's good. I don't want it to be too... Like I said, I don't want it to be too prominent. But I think that looks really good right there. What's that percentage? 38%? Okay, 38% is good. Since there are nebulas here now, I do want to make sure we add a little bit to this end here. Not too much. But maybe just a little bit. A little bit of those earth textures in there too. And we'll blend those in. I just want something in here, you know, just a little bit more. Like there's stuff going on in the space here in the background. Like this planet belongs somewhere. Ah, look at that! That looks good. That almost looks like the real deal. And add a little bit more purple right here. It's technically brown, but it's turning purple with that blue in there, so I'm gonna call it purple. maybe just a dab of blue right here. Just a dab. Okay. And that's looking good. Alright, I think that looks finito. Let's bring that back down to that 34%. Let's see here. Maybe let's try it a little higher. Let's try 55. Yes, 55. That's the one. I just wanted it to be very oh so subtle, but just enough to pick up the blues and the purpley red color in there. So, all right. That I'm happy. I'm happy with this. Let me save this as let's see here. No, we need to export this bad boy. So let's export it. And it's gonna be called yeah, Amphitrite. Amphitrite. I have a hard time saying this. Amphitrite. Amphitrite, not Amphitrite. Amphitrite. We'll save that. We also need to make a JPEG version of this. Let's see here. Export as a JPEG. And make sure that goes into the right folder here. There's only one. Amphitrite. Only one JPEG in this folder. Amphitrite. Yes, there you go. Say what? Thank you. I get it wrong so much. I don't know why I'm having a hard time saying it, but Amphitrite. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let's open up that folder where that thing is located. Give me 1 second here. I'm doing that now. Go to the Chronos collection. Amphitrite. Oh yeah, this is totally different now. But yeah. Totally different from that ice world that we were looking at earlier. There we go. There's the finished product. We're done. We're finito. I'm very pleased with it. It came out much better than I expected. I was worried that it was going to look too much like my ice world, my other blue one like this. But alas, it does not. It does not look like it's the same thing. So they're different. They're definitely different. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. Because this is an icy world with cracks and canyons and all that. This one is an earthy world with lakes and pools and clouds and stuff and atmosphere and life. So much more different than the other one. So I'm really happy with this with the way this thing came out. So it looks good. I like my favorite part of this whole painting is right here. These turned out really good. They look like craters to me, like they got hit by a meteorite long time ago. That's my favorite part of this whole thing right here. So that yeah. Rennie Eco, if you still want to raid. Oh yeah, we're gonna raid. You dropped 6,000 channel points, so we're gonna raid. We're just kind of looking over our creation here, so I'm really happy with it. You like the lakes? Yeah, the lakes are nice. Yeah, I like the lakes where they have like the crater looking spots, or like a crater hit this world a long time ago and then the water came in and filled it in. That's my favorite part. But I'm really happy with it. I would say my next favorite part is this little nebula right here. It turned out that little nebula right there looks like the real thing. It turned out better than I had hoped. So everything's looking good. Everything looks like the way it should. So I'm happy with it. I'm really happy with it. All right, so boys, say what? Let me get you this picture here. Let me throw that on the Discord. So there we go. Oh, does that say positively gaming to big deal? Let's see what I can do. So this first one is an ice planet. This one should be pretty fun with everything being primarily under the ice and water. I don't need to worry about gravity. Oh, that's true. What would you say the second one is? The second one, this one's tough. There is a rock. This is not a gas planet. This one is up to a lot of interpretation since you can't actually see the rocks. Originally, I had pictured a very metallic planet, high gravity. Also explaining why there's so many Aurora Borealis here. But I had pictured, I wanted something with gold or copper or like a brass planet, like something that was very metallic. So I don't know if you can come up with a metal planet, metal life or something. That would be pretty neat. But yeah, so that's what I pictured with this one. It's kind of metallic ring world. So, but yeah. All right, guys. Well, I don't know what else to do for today. I mean, that was basically my plan. It was just to get this cool planet out the door. I had pictured a blue planet. This one's mostly blue, mostly red. I guess technically it's mostly red. If you're going by percentage-wise, there's more red in here than blue. But it looks nice. I'm happy with it. You guys gave it some excellent suggestions. So thanks for helping out. I'll probably go back in there and work on the text a little bit more. To make it look a little bit more like the other one here, like this one. So I'll probably work on it a little bit more with the text. Even though this was one of my favorites up to date until this one came out. This one might be my new favorite. So I'm super happy with it. Anyways, you guys, yeah, this one has more plant life. This one actually has like algae growing. You can see the green patches here. There's algae growing, there's oxygen, there's water. It's basically Earth, but more tropical. It's hotter. But not by much. Just enough to make it like a tropical world. It's primordial in nature. Primordial planet. So there's still bubbly pools of hot springs and stuff like that. Clouds, rain, water, you know, it's basically Earth, but just a young version of it. So, alright guys, well, I'm really happy with this. I'm pleased. I'm just like, wasn't expecting it to come out this well, but, yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. Lincoln's gonna grace us with his presence. Lincoln, come here. Come here. Let me hold you. Come here. Alright guys, here's Lincoln coming in to say hello. As fuzzy as ever. He is a good kitty cat. Always seeking attention, always looking for the next snack. But yeah guys, let's go ahead and let's get that raid started. I'm gonna set you down, kitty cat. Lincoln is a cool cat. That's right. Lincoln is a cool cat. Let me drop a little Lincoln emoji real quick there. Let it float away. Bye emoji. Alright, let's go ahead and finish this up. Let's get this stream wrapped up here. Guys, thanks so much for helping me with this planet. Let's go ahead and get this started here. Raid! Heck yeah. Let's do it. Guys, if you have the emojis. Drop our pog emoji here. This one. For the raid, and we'll go say hello to some. Who was it again? Let me see if I can find it. It was. Who are we raiding? MT. Let me boot up the raid thing here anyway. So we gotta get the raid going. Let's see here. Who are we raiding? MT. I'm trying to find the name, but I seem to have lost it. There was a name, and I lost it. Completely lost it. Oh, here we go. Rennie Aiko. Okay, let me type that in. So Rennie underscore. Oh, there he is. Oh, she is. Oh, it's a she. I'm sorry. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's go show Rennie some love from the Blue Nebula channel. And we'll go from there. Oh, she's playing some Elden Ring. I barely bought that game. Maybe we'll stream that on our channel sometime, but I suck. I suck at it. Alright, guys. So, let's go ahead and let's start that raid. So, guys, I will be back on Monday for another stream. And should be a good one. Planetary Annihilation stream, so yeah. And then Thursday again. I don't know what we're doing next Thursday, but should be good, okay? Should be good. Alright, guys, so let's go ahead and start that raid. Show them that Blue Nebula love. Drop those emotes if you have them. And I'll catch you guys on Monday, so peace out. And if you haven't already, drop a follow. Follow the Discord. Let me actually drop that in there for you guys real quick. Follow that Discord. And so you can catch up on all of our updates. Alright guys, we're starting the stream. Or starting the raid. So, peace out. Have a good one. Peace! And the chat never dies.